welcome to Papa Junk Shop. Well, I went to get my rock crusher out, which has a little single cylinder diesel on it, and she didn't want to fire up. Didn't seem to be getting any fuel. Wound up, had some kind of goo in the fuel tank. Looked like molasses almost. I think I must have got some bad fuel or something. And I got that all cleaned out and got fuel up to the pump, which is where it goes in right here, but still didn't get any fuel to the injector. So this thing here seems to be all gooed up. I can just barely move it, so I don't think the pump is moving. So I'm going to attempt to take it apart, see if I can figure out what's going on, get it cleaned up. I got a little spot cleared off on the bench big enough to work on it, I think. So let's see what happens. Get that off of there. Looks like get this little snap ring out of there. Okay. Oh, there's a little pin there. Okay, I guess that's the part that works the pump in and out. It's got a little ball bearing on it. Looks like there might be shims down in there. I'm not going to disturb it. Maybe I better kind of keep them in order here. Another reason I thought I should be videoing this is maybe it'll help me when I forget how it goes together. Well, I did break this loose while it was on the machine, so see what happens at this end. Okay, looks like there's a spring in there. Leave that in there and put it there. So if that spring pushes on that, what if that's a return spring for the pump? No, that's probably that. I don't know. Obviously I don't know what I'm doing. Now let's just try slowly wiggling this baby. Oh yeah, that's moving out. Must be why that grows in there, so that'll come out through there. Boy, is that gummy. I don't think it's supposed to, I think it's supposed to move free. Yeah, I don't want to go shoving something metal in there. I'm going to go find something that's not metallic to push in that hole, because I think that's pretty precision. Be right back. Hey, I found a little wooden dowel and I shoved up in there. And this thing here come out this other end. It's got a bunch of grooves in it. And that's what that spring pushes up against. And it was all gummy too. It just kind of like had like molasses or something on it and just come out real slow. So I'm going to get some acetone, get all this stuff cleaned up, and reassemble it with a little bit of fuel to lubricate it, and see what happens. Hey, I got the parts cleaned up, got a little diesel fuel on them for lubrication. Now you can see how easy that works. It'll almost fall back in place. Before I could hardly move it. I was afraid I was going to break that little pin off trying to move it. The same way with this one. It moves freely now too. So we'll get her all back together. Get her mounted on the engine and see what she does. Got her all back together. I got the connection on the injector loose, and I've got it so it's spitting diesel fuel out there. I don't know if you can see it or not. So I'll tighten that up. We'll see if she'll fire up. Wow, it started way easier than I expected. Run a little rough there, but I think it'll smooth out. We'll get some water in it, and as long as I got it out and running, I might as well crush some rocks. See you in a bit. Okay, got some water in her. Got some stones to crush. Probably show you a little bit about this before we get started. I thought it would be neat to have one of these, so I made this, and it was an excuse to buy a plasma cutter too, because I needed to cut some of this inch thick plate that are for the jaws here and here, and this is 3/4 inch plate on the sides. And I just got it bolted, and the jaw doesn't move much, just a little bit on a cam right here. I think that was a piece of 2.5 inch pipe, and I found a piece of metal and made it into a cam. And down here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, there's a knob that'll adjust the jaw for the size of rocks you want to crush. This is a poker for when they get caught in there, which they do once in a while. I can reach in there and poke them through or pull them back out. And sometimes they need to be downsized a little to fit, so that's what this is for. And this is the belt tensioner. Other than that, making a cart, and oh yeah, I added a little extra cooling to it. I cast this, and it has a squirrel cage fan on this side, which sucks air right through the middle of the hopper that's full of water, and there's fins cast on the inside of this all the way through, and they go the whole length of it. So it added quite a bit of cooling capacity to it. So I'll put you up on a tripod and we'll try her out. Well, guess that one finally got down in there. quiet, but it does work. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Please subscribe. See you next time.